Though the ADB held its forecast for the region, it expects that economic growth will moderate this year due to the factors that Junfeng just mentioned, especially inflation. The challenge for East Asian nations will be maintaining growth while reining in climbing prices at the same time. And of course, this will be happening as advanced economies try to shore up an anemic recovery. Our reporter Shen Le spoke with an expert from the Asian Development Bank about some potential solutions.
China's consumer price index, the country's major gauge for inflation, jumped a staggering 6.4% year-on-year in June, reaching its highest level since 2008. The inflationary tendency continued despite the fact that the central bank has raised interest rates 5 times since October and reserve requirements 12 times since the start of 2010. This problem of rampant inflation, according to an ADB expert, is also troubling many other countries in Asia.
If we look at the trend of the last year or so within the last 12 months, most of the inflationary pressure coming from 2 sources. One is the commodity prices, and when I'm talking about commodity prices, basically I'm talking about food prices and energy prices. And the second is from the strong recovery of the economy in emerging East Asia. So those are the 2 major sources of the inflationary pressure.
Professor Azis says when it comes to bringing down inflation, China needs much more than monetary policies.
There is no one single policy instrument that can be used to tackle the inflationary pressure. And that is the reason why almost all officials in emerging East Asia, including China, have been using mixed policies. So it's not just monetary policy, but also other policies, including administrative price policies, including exchange rate policy, fiscal policy, and so on.
According to the professor, Asian countries like China have what it takes to curb inflation and maintain sustainable growth at the same time.
I'm pretty optimistic that the policymakers in the region will be able to sort of go through this period of complex policy choices.
It will not be an easy task for Asian countries to maintain economic growth and rein in inflation at the same time. But at least for policymakers, ADB's semi-yearly research will give them some insights into how to make that happen in the near future. Shen Le, CCTV, Beijing.